play against each other.
Oh yeah, they're gonna try to see who's gonna get that seat in winners finals. Here we go, winners semis. Again, now we get to the fun stuff. It's 3 out of 5, Sherry, so you know what that means. Adaptation City and longer games and more Street Fighter.
That's what I'm talking about. And we got to see, I mean, everybody wants a first to three, right? So now they've made it to the glory land where they get the chance to do a first to three. And as you mentioned, a bit more time for adjustments and adaptations. Although these two players have done a really, really great job at doing those adaptations in the first two, leading all the way up into top 8.
For sure. Gonna try to get the Sobots in, but unfortunately whiffs on Kami. Again, one thing to highlight about Kami's gameplay tonight, with the Luke specifically, is where he's placing those forward roundhouses, right? Whether it be media, get the screen shake, get the plus frames, or drive rush, still get those plus frames to work with post drive rush. And Kami, again, getting that round on the board, really setting the tone for this winner side top 8.
Yeah, and we mentioned before that Kami is playing really, really strong neutral at this point. Like we've seen in the first round, he was able to get Blue to mess up the spacing on his Sobot and to get the punish off of it, with one of them even whipping because it hit Kami airborne.
Yeah. And right now, Blue's going to take this confirm, though, and take it all the way to the bank. Level 2 is going to get baited, and unfortunately for Kami, that life bar is going to get depleted and set up a round number 3 for us, and Blue going to use the greatest Sobot ever to do it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he meant to do level 2 there. It was a strange position to wake up, granted, like with the super bar and whatnot, but you know what? It's fine. If it hit, he would have been close to taking the entire set. And it is a first to 3, so you can get a little frisky with it, especially in the first game. But at this point, Kami is down on the super bar, is able to build 1 at least to Blue's 2, close to getting 3.
Yeah, you definitely can get a little willy-nilly with those reversals. Really check the opponent, see if they're awake at the wheel, right? And right now we're going to see Kami going to bring Blue to the corner, get set up that safe jump scenario. And just, again, that overhead's going to come out for Kami. Kami's going to take a full confirm here, and now the beast mode baby's going to come out. That level 2 is going to seal the deal for Kami for game number 1 here in winner's side top 8.
Love it. Was able to build enough meter for the level 2 to get that finisher. And I get so scared doing that because you have to do like a delayed charge medium knuckle. And sometimes it doesn't come out. The timing is a little awkward in that, but obviously Kami, Resident Luke player, was able to accomplish that combo. Able to take the first game from Blue.
Very comfortable in the pocket. Blue still have plenty of time to retaliate right now. Beautiful whiff punish with the stand medium punch into the target combo. Getting a little nuts in there. I mean, I don't know how you like your eggs, but I kind of like them scrambled personally.
Do you?
I do. A little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of ketchup. Gets the job done.
Ketchup.
As Blue gets the job done with round number 1. And listen, man.
Truly a Ken player with a ketchup mention on egg. But you know what? It is what it is. Kami over here, so close to being burnt out because he's in the yellow. Spend a couple on the drive rushes there, but slowly bringing it back, especially with these parries on defense right now. Blue, kind of sitting with the life lead here, not too far ahead though.
Yeah, Blue comfortable in the pocket. Okay, trade. Kami still has a little bit to work with, but the crouching medium punch is going to be there for Blue. Doesn't spend the level 3. Going to save it for the round-winning confirm, but we're not even going to need it. We're going to just take a punish counter stand roundhouse all the way to a medium Sobot confirm and evening out the games 1 apiece.
Yeah, really, really smart from Blue there. Didn't really like, he had better spacing, I'd say, in the first game. Didn't really do any risky Sobot to put himself in a punish counter state.
I really like that choice from Kami, being like, okay, you can't faint here. I'm going to throw out a button. I'm going to get a confirm. And setting that early, even as game 3, right? Plenty of time for adaptations to happen. Didn't get under the last hit of the Vulcan Blast. Unfortunate for Blue.
Oh, we didn't let them dump the meter? Okay, we're going to find other ways to dump it. But I do think if he cashed out, it doesn't matter. But if he had cashed out the drive bar, I think he would have killed it with that jump roundhouse into the Pierce drive bar. He would have done so much damage. Again, didn't matter. Kami was able to take the first round and lose.
Uh-oh. Right back at you with the reversal punish there, courtesy of Blue. Okay, beautiful punish on the Sobot once again. Kami looking very comfortable. There's the forward throw. Gonna bring Blue closer to the corner, but the DI doesn't have the level 3 to retaliate against the DI with. Gonna cross it up. Heavy Sobot. Gonna bring Kami to the corner. Close that level 3. No one's gonna be home for it, unfortunately. And Blue's gonna answer back with authority, Sherry.
Yeah, and you can see the buffering when Kami was in burnout, but really smart to do a level 1 versus level 2 there just in case it didn't connect. You still had some super bar to work with. And what? So the sway to the suppressor. What an answer. It's like, I knew you were going to try to check me, so I'm going to check you if we're trying to do this. Really good stuff on Blue, and this leaves Kami at a deficit on the brink of burnout, now into the burnout state.
Burnout state is engaged. The funky slicer's there. Gonna catch the gap with the level 2. And now, again, you're getting closer out of burnout, but Blue still has a ton of meter, but you jump your way into the corner side. Okay, get the meter back in time, but Blue gets out of that driver scenario on the winning side of it.
Perfect parry back throw. Are we gonna do a roundhouse? Yep, meaty there. A little bit of plus frames, but not fully. And the back throw into the when he tried to go for the overhead.
Okay.
Again, another back throw.
The God full.
Up into level 2. That's gonna be enough.
Yes, Kami's gonna do enough and get the game lead right now, 2-1, and every inch is a mile right now. Every game matters, like you mentioned before. And Kami looking very comfortable. Blue still has a little bit of time to work with.
Still a chance, meaty shoulder there. Was able to connect with Blue again. This time, that wake up ODDP does hit for Kami. I noticed Kami likes doing a lot of fully charged heavy knuckles against Blue, and we saw him react with it once with the DI because Kami didn't have level 3 to fight against it. I wonder if Blue is going to adapt to that if Kami chooses to keep on going with that play.
And right now, it's going to be Kami that's going to take full advantage of this. It's going to get a perfect parry into the level 2, and it's just going to be enough. And Kami's going to set up a set point for themselves to have a seat at winners finals.
Yeah, again, looking so strong. And we've seen both of these players. Kami coming a bit on top with the perfect parries, as I mentioned. I just think perfect parry has been such a game changer for Kami in his play.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, again, Kami getting close to the well into burnout, but unfortunately the facebreaker whips for Blue. Trade confirm happens for Kami. Kami's gonna get the meaty shoulder. Nobody home for the suppressor. Blue trying to find an answer, try to find it quick.
I wish crouch jab. Again, the delayed crouch jab does work for Kami. We're gonna dump again into another level 2. I think this is the most level 2s I've seen from Luke. It's almost been every single round that we've seen Kami play. He's gotten a level 2.
Yeah, and that level 2 is going to be the key to victory here as they move on into winners finals. Kami bringing out the Triton True, the Luke taking it over Blue 3-1. And again, we were talking about it before, how Kami's been playing tonight. Very on point, very meticulous on where he sits in neutral and the buttons that he presses. I really like those ideas with suppressor, but just keeping it Triton True, the crouching strong, and really using those confirms, those counter hit confirms really made a difference. Blue still in losers, moves into top 6, where they're gonna be waiting for after losers round 1 to happen. So plenty of time for Blue to really think about the match and get ready for their next one.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very strong performance again from Kami, taking it 3-1 over Blue. But the next match that we have is in winners again. We're still moving through top 8 now. It is FlyQuest Punks versus Oni's Complex 90, which we've seen earlier with the Rashid, right? I think someone had mentioned that he also plays DJ, but I haven't seen him play the DJ. He's been playing Rashid throughout this entire tournament and in ranked yesterday when I caught him playing ranked against Hamad on Hamad's stream. So I'm pretty sure he's going to stick with the Rashid. We
Yeah.
saw Punk show his Sagat earlier, but he has been playing Cammy in the last match that we saw him play on stream. So I do think Cammy is a solid choice, especially against Rashid.
Yeah, I mean, that was the matchup that Punk played to win Evo 2024, right? Against Big Bird. But right now we are, getting ready for our next match, and there it is. There's the matchup we were looking for. We're at the Fenton 4N for our next winter semis matchup. It's gonna be Punk going up against Complex.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the way that Punk won against Big Bird at Evo was with a raw jump in Fierce. I wonder if he's going to be able to, replicate that again. Instill the fear into Rashid players so they don't anti-air.
Yeah. Punk
But
taking
let's
their
see.
time right
As you had mentioned earlier, we were talking about how Oni Complexes, the way that he likes to play is pretty aggressive. We're going to have to see him kind of earn it versus Punk, because Punk, how solid he plays, it's not going to be easy to get your offense started against Punk. You're going to have to go through his neutral in order to get it started. So we're going to see if Complex is able to open him up.
Yeah, Punk's just gonna run their game and really make it, a one-player game at times, right? And right now, Punk is gonna do a standing reset into stand hard kick into the crouching jab counter hit edition. It's gonna line it up for a level 3. It's gonna line it up for a perfect and set the pace in his favor. 1-0 with a perfect to boot.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of Punk showing his dominance, especially in the neutral. He was able to get his offense going, keeping Complex in the corner, not really giving him a chance to escape. But crouch jab gets a counter hit from Complex, and now he has Punk in the corner.
Indeed, he does. Oh, tries to potentially anti-air with Mixer, but gets crouching fierce instead. Nice punish on the Arabian Cyclone. Oh, there's the jumping you were talking about before, Sherry.
It might happen again, who knows? Super meaty jump pierce, but nice stuff from Complex, able to escape the corner, and he is building that level 2 that you saw, that we've seen him get so much mileage off of in all the previous matches. Might not even need to do it. He could just go straight into level 1 here if he wants to. No, we're not going to spend the level 1.
Oh, but we are going to get the overhead instead. Okay. Complex showing signs of life, does have that level 2 available this round if need be.
Nice recognition from Punk that the stand jab did not counter hit, did not cancel into the spiral arrow. But okay, we're going to spend the level 1 just to take Complex all the way back into the corner. Those R+ frames on the Fierce, it can't be Preston.
Oh, I like the attempt from Punk to go into the jump back medium punch to get the juggle state, but also just get the knockdown in general. But Complex gonna keep Punk in the corner. And again, the one thing I've been loving from Complex tonight is those delay drive rush buttons, whether it be overhead, whether it be low, and really using Rashid's toolkit to its fruition. But right now, Punk just has an emphatic lead, and it's just really hard. Yeah, the check on the drive, and it's just give you a crouch jab to set up another round where it could be 2-0 Punk in a blink of an eye.
It could be, but they're both pretty even at this point with all the super bar. Round just started, pretty healthy on both sides, and Complex not getting the anti-air or the punish on the whiff dive kick right in front of him. I think he's focused on, the other ways that Punk has been trying to approach Complex. But right now, huge life lead, just poking away at Complex's health with these stray buttons.
Oh, beautiful stand fierce spin knuckle into the level 3. Just like that. With precision in mind, it's 2-0 Punk. And I think Complex is playing a good game, but it's just that every chance Complex has, Punk is just meeting him at every single moment and just making it happen with Cammy's buttons and its damage overall. Again, 2-0 deficit right now for Complex. Tough hill to climb.
For sure, he's going to have to not lose a single game to Punk at this point with a 3-0. But again, he gets started with the low forward with punish. And last time we did see him have Punk in the corner, he was building some momentum, and then unfortunately missed the input on the heavy mixer as an anti-air, and Punk was able to get out of the corner and establish his momentum. But here we go. Punk Complex burns himself out, but he does have Punk in the corner. He might
Yep,
be able to
gonna
keep
get
his
the
momentum.
knee. Oh, and he will with a perfect taboo. Okay, Complex coming back, resurrecting like the Phoenix in the night. See if they can make it happen.
Yeah, if he's able to get that momentum started in this round again, maybe he might, take it all the way to the 3-0 against Punk. We'll see.
Oh, perfect parry into the stand medium punch into the eagle spike. Okay, counter hit jab once again coming out for Punk. And again, these checks on drive rush have been putting in so much work for Punk the God all night tonight. OD Mixer, get off of me, says Complex.
He did try to drive rush and bait the OD wake up from Punk. It didn't happen. Punk was able to get a delayed crouch jab as well just to stop the momentum from Complex. Again, takes the round, making a set point for Flyquest Punk right now.
Wasn't very comfortable in the pocket, but don't count out Oni's own Complex 90. Level 2 engaged. Here we go. Back throws. Gonna get the tornado out of dodge. Oh, gonna clip him with the light mixer enhanced.
Interesting. I thought maybe he would want to, kick the tornado back at her. But Oni does not do that. Punk is able to corner switch, use a level 1 to push Complex back into the corner. Is he going to reversal here? No. We're blocking at this point. He's going to have to fight for his life out of the corner, but he is getting that level 2. We're not going to even need it.
Complex showing signs of life. Beautiful check with the Stand Fierce counter hit into drive rush. Excellent job. We're back at Fenton 4N for game number 4. And Punk gonna get that jump in. And now, Punk's trying to find their way in and really get their pacing back in their favor.
Yeah, he's still going to have the uphill climb. I mean, this is a very dominant round from Punk. Unfortunately, had the wrong guesses on defense.
Yeah, it's kind of the name of the game. That was what you call a Punk round. Shout out to Sajam. And just right now, right? It's just Complex trying to find an answer and really trying to make their way in. Gotta be careful what those whirlwind shots are, but these drive rush checks from Punk all night long have been so surgical, Sherry.
I mean, that stand jab worked out very, very well for Complexes, and the next hit, if he was to get hit, Punk is going to have that level 3 waiting for him, and very unfortunate drop for Complex. Tragic.
Oh, there had to be an input error. A heartbreaker for Complex, and Punk like that. 3-1 over Complex. That sets up our winners final, Sherry, for Kami going up against Punk a little bit later on this evening.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very unfortunate drop for Complex there, but you know what? It happens, and we just got to move on through, especially playing online. Sometimes these drops happen, could be some sort of lag spike. Who knows what it could be? But, he has I don't want to say privilege, but that was a winner's match. So he at least has another chance coming up in losers. And he's going to have to wait to play against the winner of Lazy Boredom and Shine down on the loser side.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be Kimberly versus Marisa. And Marissa got a lot of love in season 3. Obviously, we saw Infectious over in the UK hold it down with modern Marissa. Marissa's a character that has definitely, definitely was under the radar a lot and definitely didn't get a lot of action. But now you have players like Itazan still playing her at the high level as well. I know Shuto definitely has a Marissa somewhere, and there's definitely a lot of great Marissa players here in the States that are still trying to hold it down with the Gladiator herself. Let's see how Lazy Boredom holds it down with against Shine.
Yeah, and I think because of the output, the damage output that Marissa has, you can never truly count her out, even though she is, I'd say, another like very straightforward linear character. You know what her options are. Her mix-ups obviously exist between strike throw, but it's not as dominant as you see in other characters. Her movement is also pretty like she's either gonna Gladius or she's gonna Superman punch in on you just to close in the gap. So she has to take some of these risks, and a character. I mean, they did give her this buff of the super, right? So she does have a better reversal option with level 1 super.
Right.
But as Kimberly, your whole goal is to like just straight put on the offense, especially with the buff with the two cans. I think it would be
Mhm.
kind of a difficult matchup for Lazy Boredom, but we have armored moves. We kind of have other ways to get around the can setups. Um, and Kimberly is also another character that doesn't have a reversal. So we have two characters that have strong offense, no reversals, but one of them has better movement, the other one has better damage. So I guess we'll kind of
Exactly.
see who comes out on top here.
Yeah. Loser of this unfortunately has to go back to ranked for the rest of the night. Here we go. Lazy Boredom, Shine, loser side, top 8 action.
With one of the best summer costumes there.
Gonna be
Kimberly's
this.
summer outfit, love it.
Gotta go with the classic alternate one for Marisa. And kind of going back to the changes Marissa got, she also got a way to do drive rush low forward into medium punch target combo, which makes a difference in some confirms, but Shine not letting it happen and slowly bringing Lazy Boredom to the corner. Okay, beautiful block on the DI.
There's confirm off the stand, moving kick into the drive rush, and there's the bait on the throw into the double can setup, and this is kind of where Marissa's going to struggle. There's a lot of guessing on Marissa on wake up at this point. Are we going to go for the armor move? No, the delay crouch strong is going to counter hit. Wake up strong.
Okay, back throw, gonna give Shine room. There's the command throw, courtesy of Lazy Boredom. Superman punch, nobody home, drive reversals out of there, and catches the perfect parry attempt. Not a lot of meter left to work with, not a lot of life, 5 seconds left on the clock. Shine can really just wait it out at this point, Sherry.
No anti-air either, but we are going to take the chip damage off the Vega Bomb. But yeah, it was just really one hit for both. Shine kind of building a lot of space by going full screen because he had the life lead. He really didn't have to do much. It was Lazy Boredom who had to throw the wrist there. So good stuff on Shine taking the first round. But the parry does whiff this time. Lazy Boredom able to get the punish counter. Nice block on the overhead from Shine.
Again, nice break. Again, big change in Season 3. You do gain a drive gauge for teching a throw. So someone like Marissa definitely benefits because you have things like Odie Scutum, like Odie Gladius that you can use at a moment's notice. And right now, oh, trying to find an answer. Ah! Oh, they're scrambling right now.
Nice stuff. Just jumping over to get the punish on the driver reversal there from Lazy Boredom. Very, very close. Very, very scary looking at Marissa with 3 bars. A lot of damage is going to come Shine's way if he does get hit. But right now we're holding the parry. Lazy Boredom not walking back, but he does get hit by the shimmy straight into the corner. There's a wake up armor. Burns himself out.
And Kimberly, one of the best in the business with that burnout pressure. The level 1's gonna catch. You were talking about the reversal before. There it is.
And he has 2 more to go off of that, so you can't just, you know. Nice armor as well on the teleport. Uh-oh.
Forward throw. Lazy Boredom. Here they come. Charge fierce. It's plus. Forward throw. Not enough to kill. Pixel in a dream. Level 3s. Your button. There is. Shine has a lot of drive gauge to work with. Go for the scoot up, and you have enough to actually get it done. Lazy Boredom with the calculations of a god.
Oh man, just the commitment to fully holding the charge on the armor too. Really good stuff on Lazy Boredom, making the right decision last minute to seal the first game of the set.
Still plenty of time, still plenty of Street Fighter to be played. Beautiful overhead by Shine. Oh my goodness, again that stand fierce punish counter edition comes out for Shine to throw out the cans, and that doesn't get through the actual spray can unfortunately, but Shine is getting a little willy-nilly with it. Drops the combo. This is getting so scrambly, Sherry.
No punish on the drive reversal also, but the overhead, we're gonna see the chip. Nope. Here comes down, and it is gonna catch Shine.
Lazy Boredom is rolling the dice right now, and it's all coming up him or them.
Mm-hmm. He certainly needs to play some roulette right now.
Th- Listen, the bets are on the table, and Lazy Boredom's making it happen. Full confirm here. They take the charge. Okay, actually catches the command throw with the level 1. Shine retaliating with a level 1 of their own.
Nice whiff punish, but the stand medium kick again. Trying to take Lazy Boredom to the other side. Guessing right on the whiff punish on the side.
Try to reversal back at you. Lazy Boredom. Okay, force knockdown here. They come, Shine. Take the knockdown. Level 1 gets baited, and just like that, blink and you'll miss it. Lazy Boredom, ladies and gentlemen, is up 2-0 against Shine.
I mean, he is getting all the right reads defensively right now. Like whether it be drive reversal or the counter stance, and even just wake up super, all of it has been like the correct guess against Shine and his offense. So Shine's gonna have to switch it up on how he wants to approach Lazy Boredom, even when he has a knockdown at the advantage.
Full confirm here. Oh, we dropped the ender of it. That's A-okay. And that tech actually brought them out of burnout range. And now Lazy Boredom has a lot to work with, but Shine's gonna take the shimmy and take a full confirm here and show signs of life. Level 3 is right around the corner.
Let's see if he's gonna have a chance to get it started. Last time we saw the level 3 was just too sealed to deal on that round, but we'll see if he's able to get it off and at least get the buff for round 3. Where are you going? Lazy Boredom says.
Lazy Boredom unrelenting. Beautiful use of jump medium punch there. Imperfect parry. And it's going to be the command throw once again, setting up a set point for Lazy Boredom.
Yeah, Shine's gonna have to switch it up. I'm not exactly sure what he needs to do at this point. Like, Lazy Boredom has been doing so well on defense, even if it's not on his wake up. But we finally get to see the level 3 come out from Shine here. We are going to see the buff for Kimberly for the remainder of the game. But there's so much meter sitting on Lazy Boredom's side. It's pretty scary. And the neutral jump is gonna catch the recovery on the slide.
Charge fierce. Another one. Oh my goodness, you're parrying for your life, Shine. Oh my god, help.
And look at all the plus screens that he has to hold. Uh-oh.
Perfect parry. Oh my gosh. You're not. No, right? Level 3 is going to set up a guess for game scenario for Lazy Boredom. Shine. One less guess on the table. What's it going to be? What's it going to take? Drive reversals out. Trying to find an answer right now. Shine. Gonna take our time. Nice slide. But it's gonna be the crouching short. Lazy Boredom with the statement. 3-0 over 100 Thieves' own Shine.
Incredible play. Yeah. Incredible play from Lazy Boredom. Again, amazing defensive reads. Shine really wasn't able to like get the momentum he wanted off the whiff punishes that he was getting in neutral. And even when he had Lazy Boredom in the corner, Lazy Boredom just had the correct read on defensive options. Very active defensively. So, I mean, what a strong showing from Lazy Boredom there.
I got no notes. No notes. No notes. Just Marissa. No notes. But
yeah.
Shine does bow out at 7th. Does head home with a couple of points to boot. So really good stuff there from Shine. Next match on stream is going to be Azan with the Jamie heading up against Boost. With the Boost is going to be loose in losers bracket, obviously losing to Kami in winners earlier this evening. It's going to be Terry versus Jamie, and again, loser side action. So loser of this does bow out, but some points are going to be definitely in the bag no matter what.
For sure. We've seen these two players have pretty consistent performances across the board. Boost, obviously, we mentioned, has been first and second through every single World Warrior thus far. Azan, we've seen him play so many times through online tournaments as well, and he was sitting where was he, like 11th place? Um,
Yeah, so Azan right now is at 40 points.
mhm.
So a lot of room for him to grow in this. So a win over Boost is definitely gonna catapult him just a little bit. But if I'm Boost, I'm chilling. I'm playing for my seeding at this point. So I want to make sure I'm consistent, but I'm also, you know, I can get a little wild with my choices. So let's see how this plays out. And again, this is just we got one more qualifier after the Sherry. So every game matters, every placement matters, and it's just I love Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
For sure. I mean, Boost has gone first, second, second. So the only way for him to even get any better at this point is for him to get first here and first on the
Yeah.
on the fifth, World Warrior. Um, he to me, he's just being greedy at that point if he's gonna win all of them from this point on. So
It's like
I
share
am
the
really
love,
excited to
Boost.
see.
It's
Exactly.
like
Spread the points around. We want to see other people qualify too.
like come on, man. Like I don't Terry again.
We are going to see the Terry versus Jamie. Obviously, we've seen Boots
Mhm.
play other characters. Started with the Ken. He's basically played a lot of Shotos at this point. But his Terry has been the one putting in work throughout this tournament all day today. So, and obviously we know Azan for the Jamie as well. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Terry versus Jamie. Um, Boost versus Azan is I think it's going to be more so player versus player, and it's going to be
Yeah.
kind of similar how it went with Punk versus Azan in winners. It's going to be Azan again having a very very strong game plan um,
Mhm.
that kind of has a rhythm and a flow to it already. And if Boost is able to call that out, then it will really be up to Azan to adjust from that point.
Yeah, for sure. And circling back, Boost made his break. We were talking about it before. He made his breakout. A lot of people got to know Boost because of this program, right? So Boost really trying to put a stamp on it and trying to qualify in the top seed of the bracket. Can he get it done? Let's see. Here we go. Losers top 8 action. Boost already starting off strong against Azar.
Mhm. Putting Azan into the corner there. And I would say Jamie doesn't necessarily have the best buttons. They're a bit stubby, especially compared to Terry's. So Azan's gonna have to play kind of at a closer range than maybe he'd like.
That was so quick. Boost trying to speed run his way back to the top spot. Roll forward at the start. Post neutral jump. My man playing with confidence.
Very strong start. Counter hit, crouch jab, able to take Azan back into the corner as well. And yeah, Jamie's not necessarily the best out of finding his way out of the corner. Maybe he can introduce some dive kicks, but we'll see. Rek is enough to build some space for Azan. Answers with his own palm DP. Next hit from Boost is going to lead into level 3.
Okay, beautiful whiff punish on the dive kick, and just like that, it's gonna be Boost going up 1-0 in this set. Again, 3 out of 5 the whole way through top 8 here at World Warrior Capcom Pro Tour.
There's the reversal coming from Azan just to get the pressure off of himself. Back into the neutral setting. Again, walks into the crouch strong coming from Boost into the drive reversal. Drive rush cancel. And what an unfortunate drop for Boost there.
Oh, unfortunate stuff. And right now, beautiful backdash there. Just taking our time, really boxing it out. Full confirm, quick burn to keep them standing. Right now, Azan's gonna take the knockdown here off the Rekkas, trying to get their way in.
They both burn themselves out, but you know what? There's chip damage on the board for both of them, but Azan, with huge life deficit, does get put by the low forward straight into crack shoot.
Yeah, and Boost actually played a lot of Jamie. I remember at ECT 2024, they actually busted out the Jamie against Itabashi Zangief in that top 8.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, what a bait from Boost there. drive rush straight into an early throw just to bait out any reversal Azan might want to introduce. And D does get the beat straight into level 3. Huge life deficit from Azan. Also dry bar on the brink of burnout.
But again, the crouching strong you were talking about before is going to come out to make it happen for Boost. Boost up 2-0 with authority. Azan, my man, is running out of time.
Indeed, Boost is indeed boosting. Um, I haven't really seen an overhead come out from Boost yet, and because this is the third round, maybe we're gonna start seeing a bit more overheads. I feel like Boost is a pretty loose player, as you would say. He likes mixing up quite a bit, sneaking in a lot of overheads. So maybe we'll see it in this game, since he has a lot of rounds, I'd say, to give up. Play a little friskier.
Yeah, definitely making sure Azan can't really get started. Okay, that's a beautiful start there. And attacking the drive gauge. I love that choice. We're going to get the stun now. Going to get 4 drink drinks. We're loaded up. And now we have a life lead and a level 4 Jamie to get it done. Crouch strong will do it. And Azan, they're finding their way back.
Whipping some mediums into the heavies. None of them connected with each other anyway, so back into the neutral. Ooh, Swift punishing with a power wave.
Beautiful stand
on the drive rush with Azan.
I love the use of that level 2 to kind of reset what's going on. Gonna get the level 4 for a little bit of time. Beautiful check on the jump out with the OD dive kick, and then the OD command throw. Unfortunately drops, doesn't bait out the actual drive reversal. Azan's gonna have to do it honestly now. And you give Boost a chance, he might take a mile, but it's gonna be the stand hard kick to keep Azan in this set, in this tournament. It is currently 2-1 Boost, but Azan showing signs of life.
Yes, definitely showing signs of life. It went so much better for Azan when he was able to close the gap against Boost and just keep the momentum up, especially with Boost being in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to take a set of Rekkas right now. Azan going to get a drink, going to get a dive kick for our troubles.
Backing away from the dive kick. Yeah, we did drop the game audio, so... Oh, there we go. They heard you.
Oh.
Game audio is indeed back.
Okay. I think we're all back. The bird knuckles there. Okay, power charge. Full confirm here. Power dunk.
Keeping Azan in the corner here. Are we going to see reverse? No, we're going to get the blocks. Nice jump back just to keep Azan in the corner there.
Beautiful ODDP unhandy, says Azan. Okay, they're both in burnout now, and now Boost can go back to the Triton True game plan. Get them in burnout, set up that crack shoot pressure, and set up a game point, set point for them, and having almost 3 meters to work with on top of the cherry.
Yep, nice whip punish from Boost on the sweep there, but reacts with the DI. How did Boost DI there? I'm wondering if he's trying to bait out the ODDP, because Azan has shown it a couple of times already, but hard read doesn't go in his favor. Doesn't matter. Boost again. Able to get the countering hit jab.
It's gonna be a level 3 from Boost. That's gonna set it in blaze. Rising Fang, close to burnout, close to being eliminated. Azan's on their last legs. Nice confirm on the wreck. I gotta get another drink, but it's last call, unfortunately, for Azan. Boost closes the bar for the night for Azan, and Boost moves on in loser side top 8. Great performance from Azan, 7th place, nothing to scoff at, but Boost is gonna be continuing and marching forward.
Yeah, I mean, that was ballsy to take that drink in front of Boost. Was able to close the round and actually get the punish or drinking in front of Boost with the drive rush low forward there to take the entire set. So great stuff from Boost, again showing why he is very dominant on the leaderboards as of right now. Had a couple hard reads, didn't work out in his favor, as I had mentioned earlier, but I think Brian F just confirmed with me in the chat, is that when he had canceled into to the DI, it's because he was trying to bait out the ODDP, which Azan has been showing a couple times as the OS. So Azan somehow knew and went DI back right at him, but unfortunately was not enough. And that was losers, so that does mean Azan bows out, and Boost Lee continues to move on throughout losers.
Yeah, but we got to get to our next match on stream as losers quarterfinals take center stage. It's going to be Oni's own complex with the Rashid going up against Lazy Boredom. Lazy Boredom with a statement to start off their run in top 8. 3-0 over Shine. Can they keep the momentum against Complex, who had a strong showing against Punk? But unfortunately, Punk just overwhelmed them at the end of the day. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be Manisa versus Rashid. And honestly, kind of going back to your point about Kimberly earlier in this matchup, I think it's kind of the similar way where you just want to lay on the offense and really keep the Marissa guessing. I think the one thing I would just be weary about, Odie Scootum, a lot of the times Lazy Boredom just went for it. So maybe throw might be a good idea here. Just got to be careful about it. But that would be where we're going to be heading for our next match. So someone start a timer. Let's see how fast this one is.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that when we saw Lazy Boredom against Shine, Kimberly and Rashid like to keep up the momentum offensively, and Lazy Boredom did such a great job responding in the options that he chose defensively. So we might see the same thing that happens here. I think something that I see Lazy Boredom do a lot that I don't see a lot of Marissa's do is the use of the counter stance with the armor behind it, whether it's fully charged or he's throwing it in between block strings. You don't typically, I feel like you don't see that often. Maybe we see more perfect parries. I think a lot of Marissa's tend to end up blocking quite a bit because they don't mind being in burnout. They have armor on Gladius and whatnot. But again, Lazy Boredom, I think if Complex kind of goes, I don't want to say autopilot, but if he goes into his momentum heavy ways, Lazy Boredom might have the counter for that. So we might want to play a different game, like the neutral kind of a bit. I would say Marissa doesn't have the best tools against Windshot or any of the fireballs. If you're able to get light enhanced mixer off and just to get the party started, but maybe kind of, you want to test Lazy Boredom and see what he wants to do in the defense, not committing to a block string, I'd say, against him. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but it's time to put it to the test, Sherry. Here we go. Losers quarterfinals. Oni's own Complex 90 going against Fight Rise's own Lazy Boredom.
So ready with the jump back target combo as an anti-air against Complex too. And again, jump forward.
Oh man, this is how it starts. There's the command throw. Charge fierce. The target combo heavy addition's gonna be there for Lazy Boredom. And now we can just kind of wait it out. Perfect parries there. Complex gonna take the back throw, set up shop. There's the overhead. Gonna do the safe jump here. Absolutely. There's the low.
Quite the uphill battle though. Again, the counter stance. He uses it so I don't fluidly, I'd say. He dances with it. I see him using it in a lot of places where I really don't expect the rest to use it, so really exciting to see Lazy Boredom play.
Yeah, I love that counteracting of using an OD mixer there. But beautiful confirm here off the drive rush into the level 3. This is going to do so much damage and set up one last scenario for this game. What's Complex going to do on Wake Up? Lazy Boredom's going to drive rush forward. Check the perfect parry attempt and hit that stand medium punch. Lazy Boredom up 1-0 just like that.
Yeah, really good patience on his end just to bait Complex out, just in case he wanted to wake up with the reversal in that position. Lazy Boredom has been doing a really good job in spacing and getting his plus frames with the fierce.
Break. Okay. Ooh, imperfect parry comes out.
Jump. Steps away just a little bit just to get the shimmy punish. It's a medium punch.
Oh my goodness, Lazy Boredom. Looking at the East Coast time, is like, listen, it's time to go to bed. We're gonna try to get this top 8 done as fast as possible. But Complex gonna take the forward throw into the level 2. It's time for the Asar. Okay, we're just gonna kick them out of whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah, with a heavy knockdown as well, too. And Lazy Boredom on the brink of building level 3 here. Again, more plus frames with fully charged Gladius. Charge Fierce as well. We're just going and stealing those plus frames, trying to burn out Complex.
For sure. I mean, those heavies do so much work against the drive gauge, right? And be able to confirm those into Gladius just even more. Complex does have the life lead. And my man's trying to be like, no, you can't come over here. Leave me alone. I have a stand fierce and a dream. Forward throw is going to come out for Lazy Boredom. Drive rush forward. Kind of burnout, but not enough. And Lazy Boredom, just like that, he's up 2-0 against Complex.
I mean, interesting DI in that position. I feel like Marissa's not a character I typically DI against, mainly because a lot of her buttons are cancelable into DI. And also, like, you have armor breaking moves like Gladius, so
Yeah,
not sure what the read was there, but this is heavy momentum on Lazy Boredom's end right now. We kind of saw something similar in Winners, where Complex was down 0-2, but he was able to get a game off of Punk. Maybe he's able to turn it around on Lazy Boredom.
Yeah, I do think to circle back really quick, being able to partial charge your Fierce to kind of gauge where your opponent's at, so that way you do unlock the DI, I think is perfectly placed. Lazy Boredom with the momentum. We're at the Pow Pow Cafe for game number 3. Complex with the life on the line. Let's see if Lazy Boredom can make it happen, or Complex can crawl their way back into this game.
Fierce is just in case, but Complex able to get his momentum started. Nice block on the overhead. Lazy Boredom challenging with the crouch jabs, even though it's on block. Super heavy charge. Again, Lazy Boredom just so ready with whether it be a neutral jump back, or back jump. He's been ready with the target combo, air to air. But nice level 1 to take Complex out of the corner against Lazy Boredom.
Oh, but beautiful check on the stand fierce attempt with a stand fierce of their own. And Complex, you know, you were just talking about it before, you know, we saw in Winners Complex went down 0-2 against Punk and crawled their way back into it, so it could be the same songs, same dance here. See if Complex can do it. Beautiful check on the stand fierce once again.
And the delayed crouch strong does catch Complex. Another safe jump again. I'm holding up, but Complex trying to escape out of the situation right now by holding up a couple times. But unfortunate trade there. There was a bit of a scramble, and Lazy Boredom comes on top with the back throw. I don't think he was expecting the armor to be broken by the wind shot there.
Not at all. Forward throw is going to be there for Complex. We're going to open the level 2 once again. And right now, be the overhead. We've been seeing Complex go that bob and weave, that back and forth, and that wait and bait on those drive reversals. Complex slowly trying to find their rhythm once again.
Nice check on the driver. So they're a little too far to establish that. And are we going to go into a level 2? No, we're just going to go straight. Well, we are, but Fierce into the level 2 here.
Yeah. Counter hit edition of Stand Fierce is going to get Complex a game on the board, but Lazy Boredom still has that 2-1 lead, so still plenty of time. That's the beauty of 3 out of 5, right? You have a lot more time to really figure out your opponents. And beautiful check. This is why the adaptation's so nice, because you're like, okay, cool. I'm going to start implementing neutral jump to deal with your Stand Fierce game plan.
Yeah, and was also able to escape the command grab pressure after the counter stand. So it's Complex who finds himself in the corner, but he's able to get it with the crouch strong. Unfortunate timing on the meeting, gets thrown. Plus frames up.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Complex has been going to that well of ODTK, Arabian Sky High, excuse me, all tournament night. Being able to get out of dodge and throw attempts, it's just something that, you know, you need to have at the helmet ready. OD Mixer is going to get Complex back in the driver's seat. There's the punish we were looking for before. Level 2 engaged once again. Snipes the jump back. Oh, look at the one frame length. Didn't do anything with it. It's going to be the OD Mixer to thread the needle. And just like that, Complex 90 has brought us to our first Game 5 of the evening, Sherry.
Yeah, something that we saw in winners, right? But this time Complex was able to even out 2-2. And this will be the first, reverse OSPV that we see with the comeback with the 3-0. If Complex is able to take it. But let's see if Lazy Boredom is able to adapt.
But never count out the Gladiator. But it's going to be, again, now we're delaying the actual stance to seeing what they react to. Complex, good drive rush, and again, getting caught. That overhead getting back thrown for their troubles. Beautiful break. Okay.
Seeing the plus frames, the delayed crouch jab is going to take it for Complex. We don't want to spend level 2 here, but we do burn ourselves out. Maybe? No. He's going to catch it back after the drive rush fierce, and he's going to dump it.
Level 1? Oh, just level 1. Just keep it easy. Oh my goodness. Lazy Boredom now on set point. Can Complex find it in himself to bring it to a final game, final round?
And that was so close. Very, very close round. But there's the first armor that we see from the Gladius. And again, there's a counter stance. We're seeing it come out more. Again, armor is doing so well for Lazy Boredom right now.
Light Mixer again in between, little everything counts, and because it just stops whatever you want to do. Throw level 2. No, we're gonna save it. Okay, now we're gonna activate post whirlwind shot.
Oh, nice check with the medium punch. Takes a throw. Spend the 2 bars. Oh no! Mistimes the timing on the throw. Gets not punish counter, but he does get counter hit with the crouch strong coming from Lazy Boredom. That means Lazy Boredom takes a 3-2 over Complex. What? Many mishaps that happened for Complex's end, because we saw in the winner's side, he had the drop combo when he did the enhanced OD Mixer that just got straight up punished by Punk. And now we see a couple of times we've seen the missed timing on the throw coming from Complex. So very, very unfortunate drop for him. It was close. It was almost there. He almost made the comeback 3-0 against Lazy Boredom, but Lazy Boredom was just clutch enough to make sure he sealed off each round. Meaning Lazy Boredom makes it through. Complex drops out of the tournament.
Big ups to Complex, though. Head held high. You have a lot of replays to be looking at. Be proud of the growth that you've been as a player. Again, they've played DJ, they've played Akuma, and they've really been trying to make it work in Street Fighter 6. I think Rashid is that type of style character that, can bring you really far. But Lazy Boredom is going to be the winner tonight, and they're going to be moving into loser semis. But who are they going to meet is the question. It's going to be Blue versus Boost in our other side of losers quarters. DJ versus Terry.
And if you missed the earlier matches, Kami and FlyQuest's Punk is sitting pretty in winners finals. So once we get through these matches of Blue versus Boost, and the winner of this is going to play against Lazy Boredom. Actually, we're probably going to do winners finals first before we go into loser semis. But yes, just in case you guys haven't had a chance to see the bracket yet, we still have those players in there. And funny enough, Lazy Boredom is the one who took out Do earlier, because I'm pretty sure some people in the chat might be wondering where Knuckle Do dang is.
But right now, Boost is going to kick things off with a forward throw. And again, this is 3 out of 5 for those who are just tuning in to losers quarterfinal action here at the World Warrior number 4 qualifier for US Canada East.
And Blue has been playing on fire. As you mentioned earlier, he did win the FlyQuest East yesterday. He did take out Knuckle Do and Punk in winners yesterday, so he's carrying that momentum straight into this top 8 here. Just falling to Kami earlier, but again, playing super, super solid right now. Having Boost in the corner, having to take all of this chip damage right here, even though Boost is sitting on 1 bar, he's gonna have enough time to build back his drive age and not be burnt out anymore. And we have 1 more guess left.
Oh, okay, jump back, and it's gonna be the jump back medium kick to seal the deal for Blue. Plenty of time on the board. I think, if I'm Blue, I want to make sure I make every moment matter and make it count. And right now, it's gonna be an unfortunate back throw, maybe a miss input, because giving someone like Boost a lot of real estate to work with might not be in best intentions.
Nice check on the drive rush from Blue though, but no. The wake up from Boost is going to hit.
Oh, man.
He's Blue in the corner.
Now it's Boost's turn to have the fun in the corner. Forward throw once again. And he's just gonna set up Blue to be in burnout. And again, I've been seeing it time and time again tonight. That burnout pressure that Terry has is just so hard to deal with. And you know, at this point, you have so many games to play with. You know, trying to be the hero and trying to get that done. I understand why the round was taken.
Drive rush, crouch medium from Blue does connect. Blue laying on the pressure right now. With trades and drive rushes in. That's the first throw. Does block the second one. Again, this. Oh no! He didn't dump the meter out. But Boost is going to be the one to dump the meter out. All his level 3 just to build some drive bar back and even up the health right now. But it does give Blue enough for critical art.
Have enough in the tank for a critical art for themselves if they need it. Right now, Boost does have the drive lead. And these perfect parries are coming out. Another one. These stray Sobots is going to set up the throw. It's going to set up Blue to get the game and starting to pace off in this set 1-0.
Indeed. Are we? No, maybe he's just taking a little mental break, but I don't think we're going to see a switch of characters here. I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with the DJ versus Terry.
Yeah, I think, you know, just Boost taking a second because we were talking about it earlier where you can just hit rematch and keep going. Just having that mental fortitude to just be like, hey, wait a second, what just happened? Reel it back. Let's talk, let's think it through, and then head back into the match. Really good stuff by Boost, taking a moment, just kind of recollecting themselves before jumping back in.
Yeah, and I like watching how Blue plays too, because you can see in the match when he starts gaining the momentum, he is in there. Like, he was doing a lot of drive rushes in neutral. Even if they traded, he would do drive rush immediately after just to make sure he was laying it on heavy to Boost, not really giving him a chance to do any sort of power waves. You know, Terry has a really, really strong low forward. He's not really giving him a chance to get that started. And I think, you know, how Boost is going to have to approach it is he's going to have to force Blue to slow down the matchup. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I think that's what he's going to have to do.
He's going to have to do it if he wants to stay alive in this tournament. Blue does have the 1-0 lead. Beautiful stuff off the crouching medium punch. Take the knockdown here into the meaty. And right again, now Boost. There's the overhead you were looking for before, but no fruition now. Maybe we'll see it start to get sprinkled in a little bit more throughout the set. Boost is going to take a full confirm here. Absolutely. Level 1's going to seal the round. And Boost is, maybe that break was what he needed.
Yeah, straight into the Buster Wolf to seal the deal on the first round. But we're seeing a bit more movement from Boost, right? We've seen some backdashes just to bait out the shimmy. And it's been catching Blue. So if he can get more opportunities to do so, the set might just go for Boost.
Absolutely. Okay.
What's the timing on the
Knockdown
knee
here.
there?
Boost is trying. Blue's trying to open up Boost, however way they can right now. Right. Okay. 2 sets of counter hits. Damn, medium kick for Boost's trouble.
Nice, perfect parry. Our geyser straight into level 2 is enough to take it. Perfect parry again. Being such a crucial move within this top 8 to kind of turn things around. And I really like that from Boost because the active frames on the medium kick coming from Blue is so late, it gives you a better chance of perfect parrying it. So really good stuff on Boost.
Heading to the Thunderfoot settlement for game number 3. Full confirmed to start things off and bring Blue right back to the corner. Beautiful check on the light. Sobot trying to cross sides. Unfortunate. Oh, ouch.
Again, the delayed perfect parry is working out in Boost's favor. Blue might need to switch out which buttons he wants to press against Boost on his wake up. He's going for these very active delayed frames and is working out in Boost's favor.
for sure. Couldn't punish the Sobot at that range, but it's a-okay. Okay. Blue slowly working Boost to the corner right now.
Blue just kind of stopping Boost from trying to approach him by throwing out a couple of crouch jabs. A nice backdash, fortunately, does not get the whip punish on Boost. Odin jackknife to get the pressure and momentum away from Blue.
Your time, beautiful neutral jump by Boost. It's gonna hit up the level 3. It's gonna set up a 2-1 lead for Mr. Lee as they continue. Again, that break that Boost took in after game number 1 has truly made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I think he took some time to think about it. And we saw in that previous interaction before Boost did that neutral jump to punish the Sobot, we've already seen Blue do Sobot, jab, jab, Sobot, jab, jab. So he was kind of in the rhythm of committing to Sobot from that range already. So really, really nice neutral jump coming from Boost there to get the full neutral jump punish. Making it 2-1 against Blue. But we've seen how strong Blue is. I'm pretty sure he's going to find a way to adapt. Maybe want to throw out some air slashers in the neutral. We didn't really get a chance to see too much of the projectile game in the last 2 games that we've been seeing. A lot of normals being thrown out, but not too much of the projectile game.
Yeah. So right now, again, 2-1 lead for Boost, looking to cement their way into loser semis, right? And Blue trying to answer back. A beautiful check on the drive rush with stand jab.
Late jab. It's blocked by Boost. Kind of medium kick. Third jab does hit. We get the confirm into the drive rush. Top it off with jackknife.
Oh, I love that delay drive rush button in Crouching Fierce to get the confirm there. And again, another one, this time crouching short to get the job done. Blue not out of it just yet.
Definitely not. He's going to be a bit more careful on the buttons he's throwing out because Boost has been so ready to whip punish. You can see the movement from Boost kind of change. He's wiggling a lot back and forth in neutral, and it's forcing Boost to want to check him either with the, a crouch strong or the Sobot. And Boost has been doing a really great job with punishing it, and I think this round is just going to go straight. Boost is perfect.
It's textbook execution right now. Boost sitting at set point. Blue got one last health bar to work with. See if they can bring it to a game 5. Okay.
See if we can do it. Track shoot back throw. Committed to the drive rush sweep. I think maybe he was thinking Blue was going to try to walk back away from that situation. With that commitment, though, it's going to take a huge punishment here because Blue is going to dump out his bar on the brink of burning him out. And you know what? Boost is sitting there with a critical art.
Definitely is, and tries to go for the crack shoot, but unfortunately gets sniped out by the OD jackknife and sets up a game 5 scenario between these two. Again, if I'm Blue, I'm sitting at 60 points. So the more points I can get and get those performances in, you know, all the power to them.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's the last game, and they both decided to start out the round with the drive rushes. Blue taking it, of course. DJ with a bit of a faster stand jab from the drive rush cancel. Power wave Boost with the drive rush behind it, trying to establish it. Recovers in time. Oh no! Cody jackknife blocked.
Get the knockdown here. Taking our time. Beautiful catch, trying to gain the pre-jump frames with that medium Sobot. And right now, Blue taking our time once again. Drive rushes in. Nice anti-air by Boost. There's the overhead, and there's the low forward to catch Blue. Slip in. Boost sitting once again at set point.
Yeah, we're going to see how Blue wants to recover from this. I'm seeing a pattern here where Blue is getting a little antsy after the blocked robots, whether it be a dry rush or a jab. And Blue's getting ready every single time just in case Blue didn't want to introduce the dry rush after a blocked robot with the checks.
Mm, very good point. Beautiful anti-air once again by Boost. Blue's trying to make it happen. Okay, Blue trying to answer back. Power wave once again.
Nice reset because there's no knockdown after the target combo. Those R plus frames catches Boost trying to escape the pressure. That is a crouch strong punish counter. We're gonna see it into the level 2. Not enough. It is one guess away.
Oh no, he's gonna pixel in a dream, Sherry. It's gonna be the knee shot to set up a final game, final round between these two. Who's gonna be moving into loser semis? Who's gonna meet Lazy Boredom?
Saving the level 3 here. Nice whip punish with the crouch. Medium kick coming from Blue. Unfortunate for Boost. He gets the stand strong, but he doesn't get the full conversion as a punish. Boost sitting in the yellow from drive gauge. Still spends a drive bar to drive Russian though. Air slashers coming through. Blue missing the drive rush cancel, getting a parry instead after the crouch strong as a hit. Kind of saw it a little too late, but Boost again on the brink of being burnt out. Blue is slowly building his level 3 as well.
Stand medium kick. Oh, this is so intense right now. Okay, nice block. Oh, goes for the throw. Has so many plus frames to work with. Forward throw. Boost takes full control.
Boost not wanting to dump out the level 3 yet. Just catch him with the low drive rush into the level 3.
God. This man,
like
the Boost is loose. Oh my goodness, Sherry. The Boost is loose, and Boost is going to be moving in the loser semis. And they're going to be meeting Lazy Boredom. What a set between these two.
Truly, truly great set. Really, really good call out in the very end too from Boost, because we saw that Blue, they both knew that whoever got the next hit was going to cash out, dump all their bar for the win, right? So Boost kind of recognized that after a sequence, Blue would try to walk back, and that's when he introduced the drive rush low just to clip him from walking back, was able to dump all the bar. Boost takes it, moves on through losers. But again, really, really close set between the two. Unfortunately for Blue, it was Boost who made the right decision at the very end.
Yeah, and sometimes it's what happens, you know, and sometimes that's the difference between, you know, moving on in a tournament and, you know, having to go back home and, you know, watch the replays, or in this case, you know, go back to training mode. You know, you're already at home, you know, you're trying to qualify for Capcom Cup, head to Japan in the spring. Got a lot of time to think about it. You still have one more qualifier to make it happen. Again, your top 3 performances do make that difference and do make you qualify for that regional finals. So still a lot of time for Blue to make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he was already in the top 8, so I think at this point, because of his top 3 performances, Blue bows out at 4th place. He's going to get a good chunk of points there. It's probably kind of solidified his spot within the top 8. Now it's just between whether or not he's going to make it into the regional finals in winners or in losers. But with that being said, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying, yeah, I think with the 5th place finish, it's going to get it happen. But I think you were going to intro us into our winners finals, which honestly is going to be really interesting. You were talking about Kami earlier, and Kami wasn't even in the top 10, top 12 in terms of points. My man's making leaps and bounds this bracket.
I mean, it's so weird because Kami is such a strong player. It's weird to see how he doesn't consistently stay on top in the East Coast. But again, strong player. We've seen him have breakthrough performances. He's been in Capcom Cup before. Obviously, he's been in SFL playing with the best of the best. So it doesn't really surprise me that he's sitting in winners finals now. And it is my bad. It was Blue. I said he was 4th place. It actually is 5th. I forgot there's still loser semi still going
It's
on.
okay.
But
Listen,
yeah, so I'm really interested in seeing how this is going to go. I actually think Kami and Punk have very similar playstyles. They're both incredibly solid. I'm going to try to find the whiff punish. I'm going to try to find the counter hits within neutral. But I will say, if Punk is staying with the Cammy, I think Cammy kind of counters Luke and Akuma when it comes to
Mm.
that. So we'll see if Punk stays with Cammy or if he wants to go back to his Sagat, which he did show earlier today.
For sure. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one interesting set to be had. And again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us all night, whether you guys have been here from the beginning or just popping in for this winners finals. It's going to be Kami and FlyQuest's own Punk the God here at the Fent 4N. Here we go.
And just straight 4 fireballs from the given. What was it? 3. Parries from Punk's side, slowly already pushing Kami into the corner. But we see that sweet punish on the low forward, and you're not going to get away with charging fireball in front of Punk. Was able to interrupt that with the crouch jab already.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, Punk has full control. Really just embodying their will, right? But Kami trying again, answer. Nice break by Punk.
Nice stuff. Kami very close to getting one hit away, but he can take a throw. Nice backdash away. Man,
Oh, God, that's
Punk's
spin
already with the
knuckle.
spin knuckle there too.
That has
You
a
can't
lot
really
of
react
oomph on
anymore.
it.
It's more so like a hard read that they are going to do the fireball, and you're committed to doing the spin knuckle.
At that rate, yeah. Okay. Nice break, Kami. Okay, there's the low forward. Trying to find an answer. Get a dash forward into drive rush. Like that choice. But again, this neutral game is going to be kind of important. Okay, anti-air from downtown. All right.
Yeah, huge diagonal hurt box there, or hitbox there from Punk. Oh no, the drop with the strong isn't able to dump it to level 3, but doesn't matter. He finds the low forward against Kami anyways.
Just like that, Punk already getting the lead on the board 1-0. And again, I just think the way Punk kind of attacks this matchup, you know, speaking of Akuma, Punk did take CEO 2024 with Akuma. So
Yeah.
he's got,
I mean, I was
this
saying
guy
they
has a
both have very
repertoire to
similar play
characters.
styles, but
Yeah.
like Punk can play any Shoto, any character that has like good movement speed and good buttons. Punk is going to do really well with. But really nice wake up from Kami there, just to stop the momentum. But he is stuck in the corner against Kami. Punk's just kind of peppering with the crouch strong right now. Kami does spend the bar, but not the best. What an interruption! The crouch grab there.
Yeah, just like that. Kami is going to retaliate and answer back with authority. And again, this fire, okay, again, the fireball game is going to be important. Beautiful check on the dive kick with the stand fierce. Unfortunately, couldn't get much off that force knockdown. And I guess that's the kind of the beauty of those, right? Where if you are in range and you know where you are, those are beautiful. But if not, it's okay. You get the knockdown and you can kind of reassess.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wasn't expecting a dive kick from that range because I think he could have at least gotten a Tatsu from it. But regardless, Punk just laying on the pressure with Kami in the corner there. No whip punish. But we do catch Punk trying to get out of the pressure there. The fear straight into the level 2. Oh, level 3, I'm sorry. Wait, no, level 2.
Hit that
What am
one.
I tripping? That was level 2.
Yeah. Yeah, the Imperials and that level 2 gain that wall bounce and extension. And that overhead is going to seal the deal with the ODDP and a perfect at that Sherry Kami. Back in the game.
I mean, these dry rush overheads, if you catch them blocking for a long time, dry rush overhead is going to hit. And Kami's actually having really, really good movement right now. Akuma being one of the few characters that have better movement than Cammy with the forward and back walk speed. And you can see why I would use Akuma in this matchup versus Cammy, because you have options like that where when you play against a player like Punk who's really, really consistent with anti-airing, you can force the DP to whiff with the Demon Flip.
Yeah. Right now, Punk. Having the lead, but the forward throws they come back and bring Kami back to the neutral. Beautiful parry on the overhead attempt. Back to that neutral. I just like how Kami's placing those crouching medium punches, but they were right what Punk was needing at that given moment. and to get counteract with your own crouching medium punch, full confirm into level 1 to get out of this round. No problems.
Yeah. Very unfortunate for Kami. You can kind of see the time that Punk is pressing buttons. He has been pressing reversal buttons every single time Kami has been doing stand jab. And that's how Kami lost the last round, because he committed to the stand jab into the crouch strong that made it whiff. But now Punk is pressing buttons because he knows he's negative. He's looking for that counter hit. And just like that, Kami's burnt out. Still with the bar though. The next hit for Punk, is this gonna hit? Nah, it blocked in time.
Uh-oh. Full confirm here. Punishing the Empyreans, and it's going to be a level 1 to get it done once again. 2-1 for Punk, FlyQuest's own, looking to make it into grand finals on that winner's side, get that extra set to work with.
Yeah, I mean, if Kami wants to switch it up, he can decide to start chaining his lights instead, as he just represented there. Unfortunate for Punk, the low forward did whiff, but if Kami decides to start chaining his lights, he will get the counter hit on Punk, because we've seen the times that Punk is doing reversal counter poke to the stand jab. Just like that. Kami is on the brink of being burnt out, but he escapes the corner.
Okay, beautiful stuff. Kami slowly getting their drive gauge back. Okay, nice. Again, these checks from Drive Rush tonight, no matter the strength of button, no matter the button at all, Punk is just ready with it. Spiral arrow, keeping it safe. Okay, dive kick. Beautiful catch with the air-to-air jump medium to seal the deal, and Punk at set point.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people forget about Kami's target combo, especially when you try to escape the corner. But you know, Kami didn't really have too much of an option there. He probably didn't want to dump the level 1, especially since he was still going to be in burnout in the corner too. But this is looking like a huge lead for Punk at this point. Again, sprinkling the jab, light chains, keeping Kami in the corner, gets the whiff punish, but doesn't fully convert. Again, applying the pressure with the stand lights. Gonna build enough? No. Oh, whatever.
Oh man, styling a little bit at the end, going the hooligan slide into the DP, and just like that, Punk is gonna be moving on into our grand finals on winner side. Very good stuff. Kami still in losers finals. They're gonna be awaiting the winner of this match. Oh man, Terry versus Marissa. Oh, that is some devious actions that are about to happen. A lot of damage on the board for both these characters.
Definitely a lot of damage on both sides. But I do think the way that Boost plays, it might be a bit harder for Lazy Boredom for him to find the opportunity to get his Marissa play started. Just because I think Boost is a bit picky, I guess, in the way that he wants to approach the matchup, especially in neutral, especially if he has Power Wave, really good anti-airs. He doesn't really have to force himself to be on the offense unless, you know, obviously he has you in the corner. But as I mentioned in the previous rounds, Lazy Boredom found a lot of his opportunities on defense because he was making a lot of defensive reads as people wanted to pressure him, especially as you're Marissa, you don't have a reversal. People are just like, I gotta stay on you like glue. And then he finds his opportunity with the counter stance, with the armor, to switch things back up into his favor. I don't think Boost is really going to give him an opportunity to do that, especially since Terry has a low forward. Super great tool that you use against Marissa lows. So I'm interested in seeing how Lazy Boredom approaches his matchup, because I've seen him, like, you know, just watching him play, he plays very differently with all the tools and utilities that Marissa has, much differently than the other Marissas I've been watching.
Definitely going to be interesting to kind of have all that to be played out. And also having the fact that, you know, low forward into drive rush is such a really important thing for Terry in this matchup. Just in case, like, if you want to start up that armor with Gladius and really kind of play that poke game, you have that. If you want to deal with OD Scudum, you know, it's gonna be up to Lazy Boredom to kind of check. They've been doing phenomenal all night with checking a lot of those neutral jumps. We were talking about it heavily throughout the whole broadcast tonight, how powerful a neutral jump could be, and now we're seeing, you know, Lazy Boredom really take action to that and really have their answers with things like the OD counter stance. You also have the jump neutral or back jump medium punch target combo There's so many different routes and ideas that you can have with Marissa. Again, Marissa got a lot of love, as well as Terry, in these last couple patches. So it's nice to see both these characters represented inside of our top four.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm also really interested in like just seeing the path that Lazy Boredom had. He had to play a lot of characters like Kimberly's that didn't have necessarily the best reversals. And just player wise, Boost has
Mm.
shown that he is not afraid to reversal, whether or not it is ODDP or even supers to get the pressure off of him. And once you go back to neutral, it's a bit more difficult to Marissa to get started. So, yeah, again, really interested in seeing how Lazy Boredom is going to get this started.
Yeah, one thing to kind of know, a lot of players already do this, and I think it's great. To deal with the medium punch target combo, you have a lot of choices. One boost already shown. With drive reversal, you can also do ODDP. You can also, do things like just block. But, in this situation, you want Marissa off you as fast as you can. And right now, Lazy Boredom does have the life lead. But again, plenty of game to play as it is 3 out of 5.
Again, Lazy Boredom still consistent with the anti-airs with the target combo. And nice job on Blue Sleepy doing the OS with the ODDP there, just to get the pressure off from. Marissa doesn't really have the best block strings. There's a medium punch again into the burn knuckle, Boost laying on the pressure throw. We have seen that Lazy Boredom likes picking up with counter stance a lot, so we might be seeing a lot of throws come out from Boost's side.
Oh, you saw the standoff
Mhm.
after that? They were just like, you gonna do something? No, you do something. No, you do something. Okay, I'm gonna get you a back throw. Lazy Boredom. All right. Gain the momentum on their side to kick things off. Again, loser semis. Loser this does go home, but Lazy Boredom, I don't know where they were on the leaderboard, but they have definitely jumped up in some points.
Let me see if I can find that nice block. Waited for the super to be fully charged to come out. Lazy Boredom was sitting at 34th place with only 7 points on the leaderboard.
Oh, wow. So Lazy Boredom definitely, working double time, getting this top 8, this top 4 finish. But right now, Lazy Boredom, has level 3 available. You're gonna max out their damage here. Absolutely. No, we're gonna save it. But it's A-okay. We're gonna jump over the DI attempt, and just like that, Lazy Boredom 1-0 over Boost.
Indeed, but this is a first of 3, and we've seen how these players adapted to each other, so interested in seeing how Boost is going to adapt against Lazy Boredom's neutral.
Definitely something to be kind of had right now. Okay, beautiful forward throw to beat out the parry, and now we're just going to be bringing Lazy Boredom to the corner. Oh my, ouch!
Yep. Fully charged for the punish counter too, and we're going with the safe jump. Does bait out the parry, gets the punish counter, and we're going to be on the brink of burnout, and there it is. We're seeing more neutral jumps out from Boost just in case he wants to commit to a Gladius one out, but he's just going to get tipped out.
Oh, it's gonna be the stand jab and Lazy Boredom just like that. Another round on the board. Lazy Boredom, I remember when they won their first Motivation Academy, for example, I knew Lazy Boredom one day was gonna, make it happen and get it done, and then the Marissa pick was gonna pay off. And right now, it's paying off in spades as Lazy Boredom has the corner control against Boost.
For sure, love the adaptation from Lazy Boredom as well. When we saw him do the target combo with the medium punch, stopped it just in case Boost showed that he liked to drive reversal that, baited out the drive reversal, was able to get the punish, and now this full momentum on Lazy Boredom's end, and he's about to get the second game.
the drive rush stop throw to bait out the level 3. Lazy Boredom just like that is up 2-0, Sherry.
I mean, I said I was interested in seeing how Lazy Boredom was going to approach this matchup. He's definitely showing me quite a lot of things. We're not seeing a lot of Gladiuses come out because, again, this is probably because we knew that Boost likes doing a lot of low floor drive rushes. We're seeing a lot of patience come from Lazy Boredom in the neutral. And as I say that, he does a phalanx and gets perfect parried. But you know what? We're out the corner.
We're definitely out the corner. Crack shoot to bring it back to that side of things. Rising tackle gonna bring Lazy Boredom to the corner. There's the OD Gladius. Has a marmor to get some stank on it.
Yeah, a lot of commitment coming in from Lazy Boredom on his defensive options, but they're working out pretty well in his favor.
No. Tries to go for the low boost, scouts it out, and gets the round. A much important round because late boost, you know, tournament life is on the line. Yeah, you're in first place, and yeah, you have 130 points, but you definitely want to stay on the consistency side of things and stay on top and stay sharp.
Drive reversal is in play now. Boostley had a really good drive reversal on the charge fierce just to keep Lazy Boredom in the corner, but he answers with his own drive reversal. Nice jump back to get away from pressure, but doesn't get the punish on the command grab. Does get the burn knuckle as the punish counter on the whiff though.
Okay, beautiful, perfect parry on the charge stand fierce from Boost. Boost is gonna take it all the way to the bank into the level 3, and just in case it doesn't kill, this does set up a burnout scenario. It won't even matter. Boost on the board, 2-1 right now in favor of Lazy Boredom, but Boost not out of it just yet.
Not at all. And we can kind of see how the perfect parry is coming into play here. Something that is very effective against Marissa, because if she does charge her moves, it's very late active frames. That's how you kind of, but you can see how Lazy Boredom can bait that out now, right? When you're doing delayed parries at this point, trying to counter what his plan is. And really nice, straight into level 1 just to get the burnout. Not a great situation for Boost being in, but what a confirm off the strong into the DP.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you can't go for DI because they have level 1 available. There it is. And now they're
waited long enough for him to get his drive bar back too.
Yeah, and now we're gonna attack the drive gauge of Lazy Boredom and set up shop with these crack shoot symphonies. Forward throw, not gonna be enough to kill OD. Power wave's gonna chip them out though. Boost. Looks like back into control.
Really great sequence from Boost there. Nice whip punish as well.
Oh, back throw. Oh, tries a command throw. Beautiful punish with stand fierce. The damage is slowly racking up. Boost. Again, there's the little forward, but couldn't get the connector with the stand fierce. Another forward throw. 1 or 2 more left on the table. It's going to be a forward throw punish counter addition.
He might have committed to level 1 there, but no, he's going to have to just sit there. One guess away, but I mean, he's building a level 3. It's going to be quite the comeback that Lazy Boredom's going to have to make. But, you know, we've seen Marissa make this comeback before.
Oh, no. The command throw. Don't OD PB. No! Goes the command throw once again. Boost scouts it out. And we are in a game number 5 scenario. And again, we saw this earlier. Potential reverse 3-3-0. But, you know, Lazy Boredom had a lot of momentum. Let's see if they can bring it back.
We saw this against Complex, right? Where Lazy Boredom was up 2-0. Complex came back, making it even 2-2, just like in this scenario. But Lazy Boredom did come out on top in the last set. So maybe he can do it again against Boost. Number 1 on the leaderboards right now, too.
Definitely gonna send a statement. Counter hit, crouch jab. Couldn't get enough off it, unfortunately. Okay, it's gonna be a stand fierce. Okay, Lazy Boredom. Set point.
See Boost trying to introduce a bit more lows here against Lazy Boredom. First driver's throw that we've seen so far.
Yeah. That option kind of on the board now. Kind of something to think about. Stand fierce and the rising tackle.
Was able to recover and block in time against the armored Gladius. Trying to keep Lazy Boredom in the corner. We might see. Oh wow! Huge call out.
And a call out on the OD counter stance with the throw. And just like that, we are on a final game, final round between these two players to see who's going to be moving into losers finals to meet Kami. And it's going to be a drive rush crouch medium punch to kick things off for Lazy Boredom.
It's so scary because of the 3-bar sitting on Marin's side. We're seeing the dash throw loop come in from Lazy Boredom, and we're going to see it confirm into the level 3 just off of 2 hits, so there's minimal scaling here.
Oh my god, you're dead! And you had it perfect! Lazy Boredom 3-2 over Boost, and Lazy Boredom's gonna be moving into losers finals to meet Kami. No notes. Zero notes. Zero. Just Marissa. You'd love to see it.
I mean, when Marissa's having a good run, she's having a hell of a good run. So as we saw earlier, history repeats itself. You see Lazy Boredom with being up 2-0, then they even it out to 2-2, and Lazy Boredom still able to seal the deal with the 3-2 against Complex 90, now against Boost Lee himself. So really, really strong play coming from Lazy Boredom. And I feel like from this end, Boost, Kami, and Punk all kind of have similar play styles. And now Lazy Boredom is going to go through each of them. And because of the damage that Marissa throws out, I feel like Kami's probably going to want to stick with Luke in this scenario, not the Akuma, but we'll see.
Yeah, we don't need an X clip, you know what I mean? Like, we don't need an X/Twitter clip of Akuma just having his damage and health depleted. But I can see both picks happening. Just having the air fireball and the fireball game. We haven't seen a lot of air fireball from Kami anyway. So be interesting to see. Again, big shout outs to Boost. Again, fourth, nothing to scoff at. You're in first place. You have one more qualifier. Again, stay consistent. Get ready for what's to come next. But Lazy Boredom gonna stay in the hot seat as we move into our losers finals. It's gonna be Kami going with the Luke, going up against Marisa from Lazy Boredom.
Indeed, and he's done such a good job, because I feel like in this matchup, a lot of Marissa say, she doesn't have the best anti-airs, so it makes it difficult to jump. Like, it makes her difficult or makes it easy for the opponent to jump in on Marissa, I'd say. But Lazy Boredom has showed time and time that he will anti-air with the target combo, whether it is a neutral jump, a forward jump, or even a back jump. He'll come and, chase you down.
We can also see jump back jab being implemented now, in case they can't reach with the jump back or jump forward back or neutral jump medium. So really good awareness from Lazy Boredom, but Kami really sticking it, keeping that tried and true gameplay we've been seeing all night from there. Very comfortable in the pocket and any which way that goes. Okay, into burnout we go.
Oh, not the best scenario, but you do see Kami kind of buffering there, just in case. Oh no!
It hurts so bad. You're actually dead. Level 1's gonna get it done for Lazy Boredom. Wait, your life bar. Wait.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is get hit by a full-on punish counter jump in from Marissa, right? So, unfortunate last-minute decision from Kami. Made the wrong decision. Don't think he meant to do DP there, but you know what? We live, we survive, and beautiful whiff punish with the stand fierce coming from Kami there.
Oh, okay, that takes away the meaty knee, but it's gonna be a beautiful jump in. Keep it simple, keep it easy. Stand fierce, rising uppercut. Gets up a final round between these two in game number 1. Plenty of Street Fighter to be played. Beautiful use of stand light kick drive rush to get Kami into the court. And you just look at the drive gauge deplete off of all these fierces. It just slowly but surely attacks that drive gauge, and then you're in burnout and you gotta deal with the gladiator. It's tough times out here.
Indeed, and I love the use of the heavy knuckle here straight into the level 3, because it does catch him, and one away. The DI isn't enough initiate. We're just gonna dump the bar here. We're gonna go straight into OD DDT, and they buff that, so it does so much damage too. So really, really nice play from Kami there, just letting the heavy knuckle rip confirm into the level 3 there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Again, the whip punish with the stand fierce.
I can imagine Lazy Boredom in that scenario potentially wanted back heavy punch because that is cancelable. But who knows? We don't see the inputs here, unfortunately. That's a-okay. Kami gonna get the back throw here and set up shop with the OD Gladius. Get that Sandblast out of here.
I guess the Gladius does catch him, but Kami using the OP to get off of me, he says. Kind of similar, but no. He dashes forward and gets counter hit by Lazy Boredom. Nice check from Lazy Boredom on the dash with the strong there.
Very good stuff from Lazy Boredom. Just being meticulous with a beautiful jump on the phalanx. I'm going to set up the safe jump. Oh, okay. Counter stance. Get him out of there.
Again, he tried to go for it again. Does get crit by the low forward. We don't have enough for level 3. But what, again, the perfect carry coming from Kami. We're not gonna drop the bar yet because we're gonna do the safe jump. And we like the empty jump backdash because Lazy Boredom has shown that he likes to wake up with the counter stance against meaty setups. And safe jump setups as well, because it doesn't work against that.
Yeah. Beautiful use of the lobe. There's the command throw. Slowly inching their way back in this match. Gotta be careful. Critical art. Oh my god, that's chop and screw them. No, nobody was home. And just like that, Kami steals the bar away from Lazy Boredom heading into round number 3. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, what a commitment to the wake of level 3. I mean, Marissa's got that health, but nice OD Gladius with the armor to get through that string straight into level 3. And I love how we were talking about how Lazy Boredom controls the air so well with the air-to-air. And that's why Kami did an early jump fierce just to call that out. Was able to take it over in the interaction for the last round.
Couldn't catch the flash parry, but now we're attacking the drive gauge on top of that. Gonna go open up with the crouch short, and then just gonna be a backdash into a drive rush confirm and sets up Kami to get another game on the board.
A lot of great movement from Kami here, whether it be neutral jump, even the backdash is baiting everything right now. He has really, really good movement right now. Very scary because he is in the yellow, but he is on the offense against Lazy Boredom. And we're seeing the lows come out, we're seing the throws come out just in case he goes to the counter stance. And the wake up level 1 is going to counter the failings.
Unfortunate stuff from poor Lazy Boredom. Not enough to kill, doesn't have any meter to work with. Kami can kind of take their time. They got a life lead to work with. They can throw a stand short, stand medium punch. Oh, medium kick, excuse me. You have so much to work with. Okay. Lazy Boredom showing signs of life. Oh, no. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Yep, didn't want to commit to a button there. Does get checked by the crouch trap. And again, with the neutral jump, Kami just so good with those reads.
Oh, they tried to do DI. I respect the attempt. And right now, Lazy Boredom's going to take the knockdown. Once again, we're going to set up the charge roundhouse off the jump.
Jump back target combo again. We're going to go straight into level 1 again just to break the momentum that Lazy Boredom is trying to throw onto Kami right now. Perfect parries on the Sandblast. I don't think at this point he would dump out level 3, but we'll see how he gets hit. Yeah, he doesn't.
Does he even need it? Charge level 1. It's going to be enough. And Lazy Boredom not out of it just yet. Only has one more round to in his life in this tournament. If they want to have a chance at grand finals. Kami, 2 bars, full drive gauge to their name.
A little scary because Lazy Boredom does have a level 3 here, and we're not going to send it yet, or are we going to build the bar back? Yes, we do, because we have a huge life lead anyways. Kami's going to have to find maybe 3 times to hit Lazy Boredom in order to seal the deal on this round. And it's going to make it difficult, but the jump back roundhouse is enough. Doesn't build enough bar, however. We got the critical art. Here's the anti-air. It's going to wake up counter stance.
Oh my god, the overhead! Kami from the brink of defeat finds the overhead in those clutch moments. They've been doing it all night long, and they punched their ticket, Cherry, to grand finals to have the run back with Punk. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned earlier that Kami is playing so solid right now. So obviously we've seen it throughout. This is the run back. It was Punk who took Kami down into losers to begin with. But, you know, Punk is one of the best when it comes to fundamentals, footsies, whatever solid plate it might be. And again, Kami and Punk are very similar to me in playstyle. So this to me is going to be an exciting grand finals because maybe we saw the Akuma versus Cammy earlier. Maybe we're going to see the Luke versus Cammy. I still don't think it's that great of a matchup, so he might stick with the Akuma. But again, before I even go into the grand finals, such a crazy performance from Lazy Boredom. Definitely showed out, did so well, getting third here. I mean, he took out so many names along the way. Knuckle Dew took out Boost, who is #1 in the leaderboards here. So really, really good stuff. Also, yeah, took out Complex, took out Shine. Just leaving kind of like a trail of East Coast bodies along the way into third place.
Very good stuff. But guys, it is time. Right, before we get to our grand finals, let's see how they all played out tonight. Again, shout outs to production for this beautiful graphic showing all the scores and showing us how we got to this final match of the evening. And here we go, guys. Grand finals here at World Warrior US Canada East #4. Punk on winner's side, Kami on loser's side. Here we go.
And we are going to see the Luke come out. I mean, we are in losers. I was going to call that out. This is something that I specifically hate about the matchup, is just being in the range of my low forward. It's kind of when Cammy likes to throw out the dive kicks as a counter, as she does against most Shotos. And the thing that I hate about this matchup is the fact that a lot of my buttons, if I'm looking to stuff yours, are buttons that move me forward and make it really, really whiff punishable. Like the Stand Strong, like the Fierce. And Cammy, with her great walk back speed and her forward walk speed, is just really, really good in the neutral at kind of baiting that spacing out. But Kami's great, so I want to see how he approaches this.
Yeah, right now Punk kind of speed running, and Kami gets burnt out. Unfortunately, this is gonna be close. It's gonna be in the yellow. Absolutely, positively, Punk just like that. 1-0 in grand finals. My man's like, it's time to go to bed, guys. It's late. It's late on the East Coast side of things. It might not be late wherever else everyone else is, but right now on the East Coast, it's kind of late. It's kind of bedtime almost. Oh,
He is like, screw all that. I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to going back to Akuma.
it's like, listen, I need the mobility. I need the air fireball. I need my options to kind of counteract what Cammy wants to do. So really like the choice to go back to the demon.
I mean, in the neutral, stand jab worked so well. Both these characters have, to me, one of the best stand jabs in the game, especially on a counter hit. And both these characters have incredibly great movement forward and backwards. So it makes sense that Kami would want to move into Akuma for this matchup. It's just unfortunate that Akuma has 9,000 health.
Yeah, let's see if it comes to play right now. And right now, Punk just pestering with those stand medium punches, gets a jump in, doesn't get much out of it, finds the mark with the stand fierce, and just like that, Punk another round on the board.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the corner and Punk is walking in that range, you know you can't really get out of the corner with a jump, so you tend to walk forward a lot, trying to clip him with a button. That's how Punk was able to get the fierce off, kind of reading Kami's timing on his movement.
Absolutely. And right now, again, Punk just being methodical, beautiful punish counter, roundhouse, excuse me. And it's going to be a level 2. Going to slowly work towards that burnout, slowly work towards that 2-0 lead. A beautiful anti-air forces Kami to pay the tax for trying to jump out of the corner. And okay, nothing on the Demon Ray, but there's going to be the back throw to set up a 2-0 for FlyQuest Zone.
Yeah, I bet Kami was inputting Demon there in the critical arc. It's a very close place to want to do a drive rush there. I think he was trying to hide the inputs with the drive rush, but who knows? Didn't work out for him anyways. Okay, a little too far for the drive rush throw to connect there. Punk was able to walk back, get the whip punish on the throw. And the jump.
Very, very funny. All right, another forward throw. Doesn't punish the parry attempt, but that's a-okay. Punk just super comfortable. Kami's trying to find an answer. Okay, counter hit throw. got out of the parry state, so you don't have to deal with punish counter.
Yeah, it does do a dry rush cow short just to catch Punk if he was going to walk back and hold up. Doesn't catch him. Punk does block in time, and both of them one hit away from sealing this round. Either way.
Oh, beautiful
Nice
check on the dry rush. And it's going to be Kami that's going to get the level 1 to get out of this round. Okay. Kami showing signs of life. Have a tough hill to climb right now, being down 2-0 against Punk.
And because he got the lights as a check there, unfortunately, he did have to spend the bar, but it doesn't matter. We'll get the bar back quickly here. Already at level 2. Doesn't get the counter hit off the strong. Nice recognition from Punk there. A lot of parries. Nice OD fireball to throw off the timing. Adamant Flame pushes him closer, gets back there into the corner. Not a position that Kami wants to be in right now. He's going to get sprinkled with buttons all day.
Absolutely. And Punk, just like that, Sherry, is sitting on tournament point. Looking to get a big 150 at the end of the night.
Nice challenge from Kami there. But again, we're stuck in the situation again where Kami is sitting in the corner and is able to find the counter hit jab. And no, the wake up level 3 is going to connect against Kami. Not completely burnt out yet, but huge life lead for Punk. I don't know if Kami's going to wake up super here. He might have to.
He's gonna do it. Stand fierce into the critical art. Is gonna do so much damage. Get the drive gauge back intact. Let's see what Kami can do with it, Sherry.
Very, very close right now. Overhead disconnect. Man, Kami has such good reads on the overhead. I think he's at least 100%, if not 95% hit rate on the dry rush overhead from this point, and all of them have been to take the round or the match.
Absolutely. Beautiful, perfect pair to start this game number 4. Forward throw coming in for Punk. Beautiful whip punish to boot. This damage is slowly racking up so fast, and it feels like the momentum is slowly shifting. Another counter hit, crouch jab.
Yeah, another round where Kami's kind of stuck in the corner, and you saw that he was able to get the walk-up jab, but it wasn't a counter hit, so you couldn't really get anything off of it. And again, it is set point for FlyQuest Punk.
Sitting at tournament point once again is Punk. The Godful confirm off the punish counter, low forward. Roll into the corner, gets clipped by the ODDP, but ODDP right back at you. It doesn't have enough. And right now, Punk just trying to find the opening. Another forward throw. Oh no! Oh man.
He's not even gonna give us a chance to see it. Like, it has to at least get blocked, you know what I'm saying? Kami didn't want the full animation to play through. And just like that, FlyQuest Punk takes it in the 4th World Warrior US Canada East, bumping him up again to the top of the leaderboards. I think it's between him and Boost now in first place. Boost had first, second, Punk had first, second. They're actually both even, I think, at this point then, if we're counting the top 3 scores. Wait, no, sorry. Punk is ahead because he has 2 first places now.
I think in poll, I think so. We'll definitely have the updated graphic for you guys. But guys, big shout outs. But yeah, there you see that's from last time. Yeah. So actually, Boost with his performance tonight, funny enough, actually puts him at 160 points, Sherry. So Boost is actually in the lead by 10 points. 10. 1-0. That it.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, super, super close, but incredible. Well, actually, because it's top 3 performances, no?